All right, good morning, everybody. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 online and 3 in person. Why is not going to be available? Let's see. Which is which? Alejandra. Diana? Diana? No. What? Are you Diana? No, that's Diana. Okay, you're Edlin. All right, almost had it. Did it right in order. See, I thought that was too easy. Okay, that's Diana. That's Edlin. All right. Okay, all right. As I said, good morning, everyone. Today is going to be a nice, simple, straightforward kind of work day. I've got answers from yesterday. We've got a quizzes to run through, and then the rest of the day is yours to work on this week's homework. So go ahead and take out your work from yesterday, the law of contrapositive exercises. And here then are the answers for the first few. I find it kind of strange that they've gone to all the trouble of shortening each law to a 2-letter acronym, but still asked you to write out no valid conclusion. That seems rather ridiculous. So I made that one an acronym too. That's my NVC, no valid conclusion. All right. So number 1, straightforward modus ponens. Number 3, plain old modus tollens. Number 5, despite all the negations there, it is still modus ponens because they match. As long as they're both being negated, that's fine. 7 is a modus tollens. 9, however, is no valid conclusion. They've only negated the hypothesis there. That's no good. And 11, similarly, no valid conclusion. We've got S then P, but we go R then P. We've got matching conclusions here. That doesn't do us anything. All right, questions on the first 6? And on to the next page. All right, 13 is a little bit longer. If P then Q, if Q then S, if S then T, that's law of syllogism done twice. Number 15, we've got the opposite of the hypothesis there, and that does not give us the opposite of the conclusion. That is no valid conclusion. 17, they've done something rather odd here. Their conclusion, they've reversed it. Instead of going from R to S, it's going from S to R, and they've negated the S, but they didn't negate the R. So for lack of that one negation, it is no valid conclusion. Almost, but not quite the contrapositive. Number 19, we've got also no valid conclusion here. You're trying to go for a law of syllogism there, straight from R to T, but these don't really match up there. You don't have a R goes to P, and P connects to nowhere. Got not R, that reverses it. Doesn't help us at all. 21, though, is a little bit, that, apologize for my handwriting there. That should be an LC. There we go. Law of contrapositive and law of syllogism. We've got if P then Q, If not R, then not Q. So if you use the law of contrapositive here, that would switch and negate to go to if Q, then R. So you go P to Q, Q to R. Law of syllogism shortens that to just P to R. And then finally, number 23 is a modus ponens. Notice these are grouped together with parentheses. So just like algebraic expressions, we can group them in parentheses and treat them all as one thing. We stated R. If we have R, then we get this whole thing. So therefore, the conclusion is that whole thing. I don't care what's in there. We can now conclude that. Kind of a compound conditional, as it were. All right, one possible answer for 25. If a figure or a thing or if something, okay, this, whatever, if something is a triangle, then it is a polygon. You could also write the other way as if something is not a polygon, then it is not a triangle, talking about something lying outside here. That's one way to do that. And then 27. Again, this is one method. You could have written this out if you prefer sentences or paragraph form, but I have the more formal symbolic arguments shown here. This one showing, starting with if A then B, not B. We can get not B then not A just from the law of contrapositive of the first statement. And now use modus ponens with the not B to conclude not A in the end. And then using these same premises, notice I've highlighted that there, if A then B and not B, I can still conclude not A just from modus tollens. So I get the same conclusion. If you start with the same premises and you end with the same conclusion, no matter how you got there, your arguments are logically equivalent. Okay, what questions do you have on the second half? None? Really? All made sense? You feel ready for the quizzes? No? Yes? All right. You had your chance. Let's do it. Go ahead and, not that one. Got it. And hit that button. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. 14 questions. Direct your Chromebook to joinmyquiz.com. Enter code 266417. It is 266417. This quizzes will have you use and identify inverse, converse, and contrapositive. If you have them available, you may use your notes alongside the quiz. Take another minute to join in. All right, those in can go ahead and get started. If you missed it, it is still open. There we go. Code is still there up on my screen. So as per usual, do what you can with this first shot. A retake code will be posted at the end of the day, end of the school day specifically, if necessary. And then when you are finished, go ahead and use the remainder of our class time here to work on the week's homework.